Right.
Chica. Oh.
Yo, Rook. You want to be a DJ so bad. Mac, you need to, you need to, young
I
man.
think I'm going to have to just
Yo,
teach him.
several
Got
times
to.
I grabbed the mic from Drum and I was the host. Like if I was drunk. And he was
Oh,
like,
you
yo,
definitely, I
he'd be
definitely
like,
see
yo,
you as a host.
Come on.
Can we do it? Yo,
Yeah,
can
give
we
it up.
have a party soon, man?
Like, yo, be my
I want
guest.
to do a party so bad with just us three setting something up soon.
Yeah, we gonna do something.
We gotta set
we gonna
something
do
up.
something.
Yo, all right.
Jumping off the balcony in the pool,
Yeah,
and shit like that.
come on. You see the vision. You see the vision.
I'm throwing Chad in first off the rip.
Shit, y'all, yo, we about to get right into it, man.
Yeah.
Yo, do y'all look at Diddy any different now?
Diddy and Cassie.
There's a lot of shit going on.
Diddy and Cassie. This case.
Yeah, I look at Diddy different.
Crazy.
I mean,
crazy.
I actually feel kind of. I just feel kind of bad for everybody. Them, the kids, the
Yeah.
Cassie,
them
like the
girls
whole
to sit there,
situation,
right.
because they was in love. You know what I'm saying? And the drugs and the it's just so much toxicity. And I also just want to thank God for being under His protection, because I saw somewhere that they said Puff Jones was the size of a Tootsie Roll. I couldn't do nothing with that,
I
man.
think she about to say some. I want to thank God.
Yo, I can't do nothing with that,
She
man.
so quiet and shit. Man, what?
If I would have saw some shit like that, man, come on, man. Come on, man. You don't be out here doing them type of shit like that.
What?
Man. Smacking
Yo.
people up with your joint on a Tootsie Roll,
Oh
man.
my God.
She
we
might
can
have been
still-
hating.
We can still have a combo, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I ain't going down that joint.
So
man.
it ain't no dollar amount that a nigga come to you like, damn, you're a shrimp. But if you got billions, that you ain't going.
And that's what I'm saying. Would have, and don't, domestic violence and everything is wrong. You know what I'm saying? We saw the tape.
Yeah, we ain't. Yeah, not even
But
talking about
would
that.
have been different circumstances if he wasn't him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, would
Yeah.
you go for that if it wasn't him?
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
right,
And that's
right.
what
I get that
that's
question.
what needs to get to the bottom of the facts of the matter.
Listen, I got several things I want to
because
say.
I look, if I found out it was a Tootsie Roll in mid, like
Yeah.
And man,
mid
what?
coming
Hold on.
up, in mid coming up, bitch.
You wouldn't have been on Face Talk talking about,
It wouldn't have been like that. It would have just been like,
hey, bud.
Hey, buddy. Hey, how you doing?
see
Nice
you.
to meet you.
or
to meet you, my
just
friend.
do what I gotta do and
you
get
been,
the hell
buddy?
on. Get what I gotta get and get the hell on.
I'm going to give Puff some grace, man. Sometimes when girls deal with stuff, they throw hating comments. So she might have hated on his Tootsie Roll. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Secondly,
Yeah, she might have hated on this Tootsie
might
Roll.
have hated on his
I don't
Tootsie
think he
Roll,
has
man.
a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah,
He got
man.
all them beautiful kids. I have all these beautiful
I don't even
women.
feel comfortable keep saying Tootsie Roll like that.
That's why
I don't think you got. I don't think you got a Tootsie Roll, man.
Yeah. I'm
think
done
you
with
gotta-
the Tootsie Roll shit. But anyway,
Like you might have a spring roll.
Spring Roll is crazy.
bro. But one thing I can say about this case, yo, I've never in my life seen a case where we know, and when I say we, I'm talking about the public, the people. We know every detail of the entire case.
Yeah.
We are literally getting every single
This is
script
like-
of every
this-
single
is this
word.
the biggest case since OJ? Like, this is like the OJ
Yeah,
trial.
you
nah.
think-
But you know what?
Do you think
Tell me
that
anything in between.
But you know
Michael
what?
Jackson,
I don't
What
feel
case-
like
what
it.
case?
when they tried to throw the kids on Mike, when the feds came and got him?
Yeah, but it wasn't
but
this
in our
detailed.
culture,
It
I
wasn't
don't
this,
feel like-
it wasn't this detailed.
No,
and the
Amber
press
Heard
wasn't
and
on it
Johnny
like that.
Depp.
You feel me?
Look, here's the thing. I still don't even feel. No, because OJ trial, we had updates on the radio, breaking
Yes, that's
news,
what I'm
and all
saying.
See,
that
I
shit.
wasn't born when that
But
happened.
now,
Yes. Damn, you
to
weren't
me,
born?
it's not.
I wasn't. That wasn't like
shit,
no.
yo.
Wasn't that like 92?
Hey, yo, man,
Wasn't that
respect
like,
your elders, man.
No.
What was the OJ case?
Respect your elders. Be my
Hold
guest.
up.
Yo, be my guest. So look,
Yeah.
I don't even really feel like it's hitting me like that. Like I don't even feel. You know what I'm saying? Like
What you mean
damn,
by-
it,
what you mean?
Yeah,
I
what
thought
you
I'd
mean?
be affected by this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. Well,
Like
the
it
Tootsie- I
don't
think the
even.
Tootsie Roll threw you off.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
what-
even
that's what
like
you lost. That's
I'm
what
not
you
Oh, I
even
was just born.
phased.
It was in 94.
But you know, when I heard about the glaze
Yeah.
going on,
Oh,
over,
my God.
you taking glaze from one situation to another.
And you put it on your.
What did he eat that day? I know that joint was tweaking. tweaking. I think that whole vibe tweaked. And
Yeah.
these people are beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like beautiful ass people, and y'all stinking up the rooms.
Right.
Y'all looking crazy. Y'all got baby oil everywhere. You want everything to glisten and shine. You stinky. That's not my twist, bro.
Crazy.
I'm really shocked and surprised and appalled by a lot of these like shit that I'm seeing. I'm like, in fact, my horoscope said.
I don't even know this.
Yo, my horoscope says stop watching the Diddy case.
Hold
Ain't
on,
good for your
hold on,
mental.
time out.
Hold
time
on,
out,
no.
time-
Show me that message.
It
Show
said it
me-
specifically, or come on, it said stop watching TV.
Or
Like,
it says
No, when you
separate
going,
your mind.
when you going, like sometimes like threads, it'll have like
threads.
it'll have for water
Threads is
signs.
cap. It is.
It'll have something for water signs, like a horoscope thing, right? Like a vibe, just a little vibe. Like a little fortune cookie joint, you know what I'm saying? So and then
cracked
it
it.
said the Diddy case is triggering you. And it is.
It's right.
Man.
This is
Well,
fucking weird.
Let me say this, man.
Cause it's like you going through all this and then y'all on the red carpet.
Yeah.
You just had a freak off. Your kitty cat is hurting. Like you.
She
you
said
not,
after a
you're
while,
exhausted.
antibiotics like wasn't even
right.
working.
Like
and
you're
stuff. That's
exhausted.
Yo.
crazy. With a drug,
That's what I'm
drugs that's
saying.
supposed to help you don't work.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like you're exhausted from this, but you're still going to these events, these things like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
I can't fathom
So,
me.
let me
I
say
can't
this.
fathom
Go
me
ahead,
as
say
a
this,
woman
'cause
doing
I got
that.
que- I got
I can't
questions for
fathom
y'all
it
later.
So
as a woman.
one, I feel sorry for them girls that had to go in there, sit in that courtroom and hear that.
Facts.
Two,
Facts.
listen, I'm extremely sensitive to females, women, and how they're being dealt with by men. But it's hard for me to digest that you stayed there. Like you stayed for this. It's just hard for me to digest that. You know what I mean?
So you don't to play devil's advocate with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's
You
do
don't
that.
do you feel like somebody truly could have just feared for their life and they stayed and endured it, but feared that all right, then if I break away and try to dip, I may get killed.
I mean,
She had other niggas.
absolutely.
She had other Look, she had the world in the palm of her hands. It's like if it's like this. After a while, if you catch on, like he might have been like, Cassie, I'm going out of town for like a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not go do what you want. Your mortgage paid. I'm out and go fuck with my other bitches.
Get mortgage paid.
You know what I'm saying?
The levels of the thinking is so crazy.
Right.
No, but
I'm just saying, for you
but
to say
it's
the
like-
mortgage is paid is wild. Like,
but it's like, what else? Go ahead, like
Right.
go, nigga.
yeah.
I'm not gonna be that pressed. I'm not gonna be that pressed to be around you or be on you because I don't want to do another freak off. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So go have fun, be free.
Yeah.
So it was opportunities where he wasn't around her all the time, and the fearing for the life, I think was a trauma. She probably saw so many things, or seen or heard, or so many things that she thought that she could have been next, or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's like a psychological thing.
Yeah.
But
And I
he's
could be
going
wrong.
for months
Maybe
at a
she felt-
time. But she had other niggas too.
Yeah.
It just seemed like a big it seemed like a big ass domestic violence case. It don't seem like no RICO record.
Oh, no.
That's why I wanted to ask y'all as well.
It's no RICO.
At
It's a
this
domestic
point-
violence case.
Well, no, somebody said the joke had me cracking
not
the
a
fuck
RICO
up.
no
They
more.
said it's not a RICO, it's a FRICO. That had me crying.
That's funny. Yeah.
But it's like when I hear this case, it's like, all right, yeah, domestic violence, not cool. Whatever trouble comes with that, cool. That's what gotta happen. But when it comes to a RICO case, like this being a federal case, it's like I don't get that. So I did.
It's like, no, I'm doing freaky shit with my girlfriend. And she didn't like it.
And
She
y'all in
liked
my
it
business.
until she didn't.
And y'all
in
in my
my business.
So-
it ain't no wiretaps. It ain't no shit like that. It ain't no you gonna fly in tonight. You gonna fuck 10 of these presidents over here in a wherever. It ain't none of that going on.
So my cousin did bring this up, and this could be a thing, a part of why they trying to say RICO as well, because they're trying to say that, well, one of the things was said that a lot of these parties was funded by company money. So that's how they try to push in the RICO, because it's funded from businesses and stuff like that to have these freak offs. So that's something that I did hear, but
Oh, and another thing is that they It was finances. It was phone calls made to the guys, their freak offs, and there was finances exchanged. And sometimes they had to travel to you and get paid. That's another part of
I
the
didn't
RICO.
even know that.
Oh, okay.
goes
So
in
you
the
just
RICO.
buying prostitutes.
Yeah, that's another part
And
of
I
the
didn't
RICO.
even know that's
I
that's
didn't know
sex-
you couldn't buy prostitutes.
I didn't know it's sex trafficking when you
duh.
fly somebody. Yeah, that's crazy. That's
You
what the
can't buy
prostitution is.
as many prostitutes as I know
Yes,
and see and hear.
but
You can't buy them.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
You didn't. That's how
That's
they
crazy.
Get, that's why they're
So
prostitutes.
you saying I can't buy a prostitute?
No, you go to jail.
No, that's illegal
caught,
in
you
a
go to
lot of
jail.
states. That's
Yeah,
illegal.
That's illegal.
Vegas, it is legal.
How are there so
just
many
are-
prostitutes
You're
then?
around
Just
them
like
so
it's
much,
so
you don't
many
think it's
drug
real.
dealers. Like,
But
right,
it's real.
it seems normal.
You know what I'm saying?
That is illegal, technically,
Yeah.
though.
It's
That's
illegal.
crazy.
But could
Yeah.
you be? How would we? I'm speaking on just.
But
BL.
I think this is so simple and dumb. I think it's so simple and dumb
to be
that
as big as it is.
to
is
be
like, it's crazy.
all these motherfuckers. Now y'all just throwing shit in there. I
Yeah.
think now, come on now. If you know how many functions happen off a company's money. So what if they sucking dick in the bathroom?
Yeah, let me ask you.
Yeah.
If you would you say if you got with a woman
Yeah.
and then
And then I tell you I want to do a freak off.
but you found out about her past of all this stuff that we finding out now. And it's like, would you be able to endure this as the new husband?
Oh,
but
right.
and you finding out what
Yeah,
the
that's-
past shit was.
And I am the type of guy that's like, your past is your past. Like, but when I
But
start,
you'll
when I'm
be in
sitting
that
here and
court
I'm
past.
hearing that a motherfucker just go ahead and put his whistle and just pee, and your joint was the toilet. Now come on, man.
Yeah, that's kind of. I don't
Is
know
them
what's the
divorce papers
fixation
coming up
about
there?
that.
That's another thing. You went from you think the grass is greener. Here's a good topic. A lot of times we think the grass is greener on the other side. You had a nigga that was let's talk about this. We always talk about relationships. You had a guy, Ryan Leslie, did right, got your music together, loved you correctly. You thought the grass was greener, so you went from being loved correctly to piss in your mouth. I hate to be so drastic, but now I'm just saying. How you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and
what
just like
happened
that,
there?
just like that Tyler Perry. Hold,
Yeah, don't
hold
put
up.
none of them clips looking at me during that moment.
Nah, you know what? Listen, let me tell you. Temptation
I'm just saying.
temptation is a motherfucking real ass shit. And
Yeah,
if you ain't careful, your ass gonna get ate the fuck up. Just like that movie that Tyler Perry did with that girl. And then she left her husband that was
husband,
that
and then
was
he
the
became like a
pharmacist.
billionaire.
And then she went
Oh,
to
no,
the
yeah.
billionaire bull and he gave her all types of
Herpes
Jones
and
you can't even
AIDS
get
and-
rid of.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't play around with people like that.
The
You know what I'm
opportunity
saying?
ain't always bright, man.
And-
when
and-
you think it's an opportunity.
Yeah,
the
let me
further
say this.
we're-
I got to give Puff some grace, right? And say this. Like I said, I think in one of our previous conversations that we got to give our black leaders, heroes, legends grace. And until we, like I said, we're so quick to try to nail them to the cross and not really understand and hear the facts of what's going on. So when I say I want to give Puff some grace is this. He's a freaky, freaky man, right? That none of us knew about. I don't agree with any type of abuse at all. But when you look at this, you got to go deep into this. We take this guy. What did he do wrong? What did he do that was not right for them to really try to take him and just ruin his legacy off of how freaky he wanted to be? Because I'm telling you right now, he ain't the only freakiest one in Hollywood. They all like this. This stuff goes down right now while we talking. But they not nailing these people. They nailed him to the cross for a reason, and we haven't figured that out.
I got my conspiracy on that. I feel like it's simple. Even though I do feel like you said, Hollywood is freak. They all do it. All the executives.
Absolutely.
I feel like with Puff, it was. And this is just an opinion. I don't know. I don't have facts to back this.
Yeah.
But is when he sued the liquor company.
Yeah, I think it's a little deeper
as
than
soon
that.
as I feel
it's a
like
little
as
deeper
soon
than
as
that.
he did that, and he
Yeah.
actually won that case, I believe.
Yeah.
As soon as he did that,
Yeah.
all this shit started coming out.
I agree.
And now at this point, I personally feel he gonna beat this case. But I feel like their objective was, well, all right,
They wanna
we gonna
embarrass
fuck
him.
your image up.
Yeah.
You gonna tarnish your shit forever though.
Yeah.
So yeah, you may beat it, whatever. We had you in jail for some months, but ain't nobody ever gonna look at you the same now.
Yeah,
because
that
now how the
contract
media
up. That
is, and
contract
shit
up,
like
bruh.
What contract?
the Illuminati contract.
Oh,
Hey, was I supposed to say that?
Blur him out. Man. That contract is out, man. It's up. Cause here's the thing.
Yeah.
From what I heard about those contracts, you either do a humiliation one or you do a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
This is purely humiliation.
Mm-hmm.
After this case is over with, Puff's going to be done and ride off into the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all feel
He's
like
going to be one of them bulls. We find they're going to check up on him.
Mm-hmm.
He owe a lot to God. I think he's going to get off only because of the
think
simple
you gonna
fact.
get off,
Only because of the simple fact that
I think
this sounds like a relationship what people in relationship do when you have that type of power and money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he really did nothing. As long as he wasn't robbing no companies, you know what I'm saying? He probably got paid a bread back that he kept receipts or whatever the case may be for the freak offs in the hotel rooms and shit like that. But
I think
this pure embarrassment.
as far as like,
It is.
I think the only things that can hurt him, like right now, we haven't heard anything with underage like we did before and drugs. So I mean, drugs meaning like with underage kids, whatever.
Yeah,
but
right.
the only thing that I'm hearing, I don't think he's going to do. I think he can. He does have the potential to get off. Yes, I agree with that. But if there's anything that's going to stick, I don't see him doing life or none of those. That
Right.
No, he
numbers.
can't possibly.
Not doing none of that.
He can't
Yeah.
possibly do that.
But-
That would be a disgrace.
Yeah.
And he's gonna call. And he gonna get a joint by Trump. Trump is man. Trump is homie.
Yeah, I think they had the ups and downs, but I think the only thing that can, like I said, it can attach to the RICO is what I learned is like, and it's crazy because you can meet a girl in Texas and fly her in.
I didn't know that was
and
sex
that's
trafficking. That's
incredible
crazy.
to me.
Yeah,
That's
that ain't.
crazy.
But that
What are
ain't
we
right.
talking about here?
Like,
That's
what
not
I'm
right.
saying.
That's
You're
not
gonna
right to name that
you're
sex
gonna fly
trafficking.
me out,
Yeah.
but I'm slopping you up for free.
Consensually.
Right.
Consensually.
Right, consensual slops.
Who made that law of the sex trafficking part of that? That's crazy. Because the person that made it is probably sex trafficking. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Exactly,
Like,
bro.
what are you
Paying
talking
for
about?
slops. But that's what I'm saying. Like, when you get to that point, like, if we kicking it, I
Yeah.
know I'm not no prostitute.
All right.
Unless I
Hit your man. And you.
or I say
Right.
or
Right.
somebody else is setting it up.
Yeah.
And I'm near it. That means I got a pimp.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah.
But I ain't checking in with nobody if I'm about to go get on a flight to go slop somebody up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
This
That-
shit
that
crazy,
law.
but man, this
I don't
is
understand.
definitely-
Y'all gotta fix that. Y'all gotta fix that because if I want to go out of town and give some slops,
Yeah.
he buy my plane ticket. What
Yeah.
y'all going? I'm gonna say what? I'm not trafficking.
Right.
But they can say, oh no, you just traffic.
Yeah.
Is this bigger than Bill Cosby trial?
Yes. Yes.
It just don't seem that big to me. I don't
Let's
know.
talk
Maybe
about
I'm
Tory
blacked
Lanez.
out. Oh, I gotta go.
Tory Lanez. So just real quick, couple minutes on Tory Lanez. How y'all feel about that? I always felt like he didn't do that.
So I always felt like he didn't do it either.
I always knew he didn't do it.
Yeah.
And
But
it-
I feel like you a nut for not going harder for yourself. It
Right.
could have been
Yeah,
all resolved.
I'm not just letting shit slide and just letting I'm never trusting the justice
Yeah,
system.
right.
I'm not leaving that in y'all hands. No, if I gotta take the stand and say, no, I did not shoot this woman,
Right.
or whatever the case may be, that's what I'm gonna do. So it's crazy because I'm
Did
about
somebody
to
send a
read-
hit? You think somebody sent a hit?
I don't think somebody sent a hit. This is my vision. I wasn't there. I ain't gotta know, but from what we've been told,
Somebody
throughout this
had
whole
to send a hit,
situation-
bruh. Because the nigga ain't had nothing to lose. He already doing
already
life.
life.
He
Yeah,
already
boy,
is a
doing
nut.
life.
Hold on, what you
That
mean by did
sounds
somebody
like a
send a
hit.
hit to?
Like, did somebody put some money up to tell boy go hit him?
Oh, in
Yeah.
jail.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You
yeah. Oh,
a
1,000%.
You're an R&B
1,000%.
singer. You're
Right.
an R&B singer.
Yo,
We-
go
They
post
could have went
it.
through a beat, but did you think somebody
Yo,
sent a
that
hit?
nigga.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you,
yeah.
Tory Lanez was probably in mid-performance. I'm getting out, guys. I'm getting out. And then he was like, "Oh no, you're not. Be my guest."
I'm glad you
I hate
okay,
to laugh,
Tory.
man. That
Let's
was-
say that first.
Nah, we glad you okay,
glad
Tory.
you
But
you okay,
14
Tory.
times he was
Yeah,
trying to
14
take your ass
Yo,
out.
14 times,
And-
like
and-
you a
and
soldier.
it probably was like it's a miracle. All of this is supposed to happen, bruh. It's a miracle that he's still alive. because
a fact.
he's supposed to tell his story. It wasn't supposed to happen like this.
Yeah.
He ain't know. Niggas, you be surprised how many. Look at me sometimes. I'm kind of green. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know. Flying out on a nigga dime, swapping him up.
I didn't know that was sex trafficking.
I didn't know I was sex trafficking. I want to go slap him up.
God damn, you
know what I'm saying? You said on camera you wanted to buy 2 niggas.
Right, I'm
going in, man.
2 niggas. Like, lock me up, throw away the key, put me with Pop. You know, so it's like you'll be surprised how many people are green to shit. Like he really probably thought he was being a savior. You know what I'm saying? Like doing a good job behind a woman, in which in a movie. Yes,
he was.
That would be perfect, but not in reality.
Right.
And it's crazy because the congresswoman just tweeted, Rep. Luna, Anna Luna. She said, "We have compelling evidence proving Tory Lanez innocence, and it will be released within the next 36 hours to this moment. From this moment, those who rushed the call for his incarceration and worse yet pushed false evidence should prepare to be held accountable." So
she sound like a vigilante.
She is sound like I got some shit where he walking out that damn jail, and all y'all motherfuckers that push this shit on him, y'all better be prepared. So last question I'm gonna ask y'all: do y'all feel like, say if a woman said a man took advantage of her, boy got locked up, say he do 3 years, but then they found out that she was lying and he didn't do it, should that woman be locked up? What should happen to her?
I lost you. Say it one more time.
Yeah, she should be locked up, just like when Emmett Till, the lady lied.
Remember, the lady lied and said and then when she was on her deathbed,
yeah, should she be locked
but she was
up?
too
Should
old.
she be locked up for making false? So if I do 3 years for something that I didn't do because you lied, what should happen to that woman or to that person that lied about it?
Yeah,
how do you
should be consequences.
Yeah, I think they probably should be.
I did 3 years, motherfucker. You need to do 3 years because you lied.
It don't have to be the same, but it needs to be something. It needs to be something.
You need to be something.
Yeah, it got to be something.
Because it's getting too out of hand, and a lot of people are just spoiled little bitches. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm not saying that Meg is or Kelsey is. Just speaking in general, people are really like that, or just get so emotional or frustrated they'll lie to cover up their ass. Or be narcissistic in a moment that needs everybody's participation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like she knew she was fucking on that nigga, man.
And told Gayle King and all of us on ABC.
And what was crazy, because she's the star, some people get that ego boost. Like, I'm the star, bitch. What the fuck you gonna do? And Kelsey wasn't going for that. Like, bitch, I help you do your makeup. I hope you set up all your stuff on tour.
That's how she was talking.
Like, you gonna do this to me with this nigga?
And
Tory probably high on E. They probably was all high on beans.
Damn.
And it was just more
like
not probably. They was definitely
yeah, they was all on beans.
The funny thing, I remember that day so verbatim because it happened on my birthday. That whole event.
But
and
you know what's so crazy?
News
I guess
and all
I'm
that.
really an adult now because that shit don't even like. All right, is he in or out of jail? What is he doing? Is he coming home or not?
Yeah.
All right, man.
I think he free Tory, man.
Free that man.
That boy was in mid-performance.
Free anybody that's innocent that's locked up behind them walls, man.
He was in mid-performance and got swiped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
14 times.
Yeah, they try to get him out.
Your lung collapse and your face
Both
and
of
your
them.
neck. It's like, bro, to be able to survive, man, that's God saying something.
Yeah.
God's saying something, so we gonna see how this go.
Yeah,
we gonna
man.
see these. We in some wild times in the entertainment.
Yeah, man.
Cat Williams told us, Chad.
Whew.
Cat Williams told us.
Cat Williams.
Everything gonna crumble.
And this is Culture ChatGPT. This is a current chat, and like that,
peace.
peace.